everyone. This is Group 4. I'm Homare from Japan. This is Xinyun from China. This is Yoon from Korea. We are interested in the article. Not all college measures are created equal, so that's why we choose this topic. Let's get started. First, have you ever experienced that a lot of students showed up in the classroom on the exam day? Or did you drop the classes in order to avoid get lower grade? You can see how grade is important to you. You may think about it, but the value of A is changing. For example, A is average, B is below average. Let's have a look at the grading system. As for graph background information, there are 5 ranges for grade: A, B, C, D, F. When you calculate the GPA, A is worth 4 points, B is 3, C is 2, D is 1, F is 0. Generally, grade point average is increasing in the world, but we focus on the United States. One outstanding characteristic is that private universities give higher GPA than public schools. We will talk about details later. Then let's look at OSU example. This table shows the change of GPA. OSU is not the exception of a global trend. Then, what is grade inflation? Grade inflation means that raise in the number of higher grade, like A and B, assigned to students in higher education.
This bar chart demonstrates the average undergraduate GPA for U.S. colleges and universities from 1991 to 2006, and we can also see that different institutions has different level of grade inflation. Now let's take a look at long-term trends in average score. In 1930s, the average score at American colleges and university was only about 2.3. In 1960s, the private college grade inflation rising faster than the public school. After I showing the data about grade inflation in U.S. colleges and university, maybe some of you start wondering about why grade inflation exists. This question brings me to the next part of my presentation. I would like to talk about 3 main factors cause grade inflation. This chart shows the percentage of students with B+ in Harvard University. We can notice that nowadays, more than half of students could get B+ or better, compared with only 15% in 1950s, which could indicate that right now their students' quality has improved. This linear graph shows the plots of GPA of students taught by different type of teacher over 20 years from 1983 to 2003. Overall, as you can see from the graph, GPA of students who are taught by adjunct professor are higher than those who taught by tenured and non-tenured faculty. The last factor is gender difference. This graph indicates that majority of female students enter the university with lower scores compared with males. However, once they are admitted to the university, they excel in their studies and outperform their male counterparts.
Okay, let's talk of grading system and about grade. Students use grade to get a job or apply for graduate school. The professor's job is to source students for employers or graduate schools or failed courses. The most thing associated with the use of letter grade is that of grade inflation. Let's think about why is the grade of C traditionally chosen to average performance. C is 2.0 and straight C's result in 2.0 GPA, which does not qualify for graduation. It seems that average is just barely acceptable. Let's think about benefits of inflation. First, higher grades give reading room to students that they can learn what is truly important. They can think about more creative thoughts on their own major. Second, as most universities permit late drops, when they get low grades or fail, they can drop, which gives students more flexibility in finding and exploring their interests. In the graph says the change rate of the A's, but students suffered on getting high GPAs since high school. The grade scale is not essential motivators. The GPA is not incentive to learn. Steadily, they just focus on earned credit and reduce preference for challenging tasks, reduce the quality of students thinking of their major. In fact, students try to get high grades and retake the course as much possible, only to stay ahead of the job game. Because of inflation, company in US decided to take another special test to verify applicants. They can't guess the employee, so they take lots of interviews, more than 10 times to verify. One suggestion is that take another big test, similar format as SAT, which held by special organization of each major. Company can use this as public score, and that can be used for evaluate people. Another suggestion that not using the picture's letter grade, change the grading system to show percentage of each subject. Even same A, 90% and 90% are both A. But when it comes to GPA, the whole achievement difference is 10%.
So as we have seen today, the grade inflation truly exists in many academies in US. But what we are trying to emphasize today is no matter how much academic achievement you have made, the most valuable thing is the skills and ability you have learned. Like this picture, even though you are undergraduate, you can always be the CEO of Facebook. Thank you for your time.